Hello everyone, Pallytime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We join our party back at camp today, Dungan playing his favorite song on the edge of the water. A little calm before the storm, I think. Today's episode is going to be action-packed. But to start things off, I did ask Lae'zel to stay here for a very important reason. I showed you guys a secret of Baldur's Gate 3 in the last playthrough, but I didn't really have a use for it. This time, I have designed a character around a secret mechanic. I am going to need to talk to Withers and hire a new companion.
Very well.
Only 100 gold. That's totally fine. I kind of thought it was 10 times that much for some reason.
Choose.
And really, the companion themselves doesn't matter. Oh, they all come pre-done. I like this guy. Yeah, this guy. He's our guy. We've taken our new wizard companion down to the Underdark, specifically at the beach, where we met up with the other Duergar that, were kind of slavers a little bit. I thought about doing this with Gale, but I actually did some reading into it beforehand, and I'm very glad that I did. I guess I'll tell you why in just a moment. I never fought that beast. Okay, I kind of thought we were going to be completely alone over here. It looks like that's not the case. Well, if you travel to this location on the map, break that explosive little plant, and then make your way... Oh, no. I might have to, I might have to Misty Step. And then make your way over here. There is a small... Oh my god. Really? 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 That's how Dungan's gonna die? God damn it! Well, I can't lie and say this is going well. He's out of resurrection range. Shadowheart herself can't seem to jump over there. And I had the bright idea of, I'll swap off his boots. I'll just give Shadowheart the Misty Step, but you can't change his equipment while he's dead. Oh my god. Okay, so how I'm gonna have to do this is we're gonna need a spell from our new friend that I don't think he has. We're just gonna have to manually cast it. Scroll of Featherfall. I could scribe it if I wanted to know it forever. I don't think that's necessary. And then there's a very specific place down there that I should be able to jump everyone over to. That was so much more of a pain than it needed to be. If I had 10 strength on all my characters, we could have just made that gap, and it wouldn't have been a big deal. Dungan would have never died. I mean, he could have died, let's be honest. Okay, everyone is alive and well. There's a rotten mushroom there, Dungan. Isn't that nice? We have a few spell slots, too, so let me try to help him out. We already used our short rest, though, so this is kind of the best I got. Okay, now that everyone's here and in one piece, nice jump, everybody. We're gonna climb down the cragged rock together. Wow, that really turned into an activity. This is the Festering Cove, a place you will likely not find on your first playthrough unless you're being very, very thorough. This place is not for the faint of heart, because a sacrifice must be made.
Our blood to fill your oceans. Oh, blessed Boal!
Boal!
Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you.
Oh!
With every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Yes!
Word priest, promises. Your god wants proof, wants blood.
You don't recognize the creatures, but this voice seems to have a hold over them.
We definitely should recognize the creature. Well, maybe not these guys.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
Oh, no, I won't. Quick investigation. Get your bearings. What have we stumbled in on here? That's a 15 check. We have guidance. We roll a 17.
That sickle blade. It's no religious totem. It belongs to a common redcap. Fey creatures known for their bloodlust.
We have fought redcaps.
Who all wants a sacrifice? Who all wants blood?
Wow, he's screaming so quietly. Wait, if it's blood you want, I can make you an offer.
Oh, what's that then? See, you got meat to spare.
Yes, we have so much meat to spare. You want me to sacrifice one of my friends? Is that what you want?
Well, don't look at me.
I want to wake up beside a handsome virgin every morning, but life doesn't give us what we want. Can we kill this god now?
No, we can't.
It's simple. Make an offering or become one.
Well, Dungan's not going to be an offering. So, oh. Wait, we can't put in our new friend? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Well, I guess we're not doing that.
Gonna break you under my boots. Gonna bathe in your blood.
Blood! Who demands blood?
Man, that sucks. So I guess I could have sacrificed Lae'zel if I really wanted to. I thought I'd totally be able to just give them a companion of ours, and then that would be the end of it. Damn. Well, at least Sir Fuzzalump has a new home. He's never gonna get tired of us. Let's start things off. I'm irritated. We're gonna move up and cast Radiance of the Dawn. This is Shadowheart's channel divinity. And it should get a ton of radiating orbs above these targets. It looks like it only did the two closest to her. That's going to make it so they have a harder time attacking her. Now, on the turn of Dungan, they do have an archer on the high ground that I do think we probably want to kill. But these guys are so grouped, we should probably cast our hardest hitting spell. We're going to do a level 3 glyph on the ground, and if I can... That's pretty good. We're going to hit as many of these guys as we can. Just to try to wipe out a bit of that action economy, because there were a lot of these little fish sitting around, let me tell you. If I hit this guy on the left, he should go down as well. Let's see if that shot actually connected. Doesn't look like it did. I must have shot the ground. Were they going to see a star in rage? Okay, so I've been thinking about this area a lot. And originally... I was gonna get Gale so we could sacrifice him here. Unfortunately, I think your game would end because when Gale dies, there's this whole thing with like, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a whole thing, and apparently it's like an Armageddon event if Gale dies. And I think that event would still happen if we were in here. So originally I was gonna sacrifice Gale to get a buff for Astarion. Man. Crap. Well, our new wizard is going to cast Magic Missile onto the high ground. A level 3 cast. All of these attacks shall land. Wow, that was actually almost enough to take that target down. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, we're just getting a little bit more XP here. What you would normally do in this situation is sacrifice one of your party members and then get a permanent buff to your bleed damage for the rest of the campaign. And of course, we have our Astarion here as like this bleed-focused barbarian. Holy shit, Shadowheart just took so much damage, goes down in a single turn. We're gonna do a slashing flourish with our ranged attack onto Boal! 23 damage, offhand attack as well. That connects for 19. With the rest of my turn, I'm just going to back up a little bit with Dungan. Meanwhile, Astarion moves in and tries to slice the head off of the false god. And he does it. There is another enemy to his right, and we do have a great weapon master proc, so let's try to use it. We are going to see Astarion start ripping towards some of the archers and swinging that big sword of his. He's sad he couldn't make a sacrifice. We do see more hunters on the sides. We're using so this is a abjuration wizard, our little companion that we got here. So he's able to protect himself from a lot of damage every single turn. He's going to use his turn to get Shadowheart up and then reposition. Will one of the archers take down Shadowheart, though? From the high ground, the attack does miss, and Shadowheart is simply going to cast Sanctuary around herself. Dungan's now going to try to move up to the high ground if he can. This guy might be out of our range. Oh, very slightly out of our range. We are going to see Dungan Misty Step with his bonus action to get right behind one of the hunters and then put a shot from his hand crossbow into the back of their head. He's going to end his turn right there as Astarion then leaps to the mushroom above him, chasing down the one remaining hunter on this side. He recklessly swings his weapon and takes the head off of the weird amphibious creature in a single swing. Now we go back over to the other side as the hunter sees Dungan and is frightened. He should be frightened. Our new wizard walks up to the high ground and casts a... oh, that's Fire Bolt. How boring. He casts a level 3 Scorching Ray onto the Koato hunter. And that is what we're going to be eating for dinner tonight. Well, sucks that I couldn't do the thing I wanted to do. Like I said, that was going to be a buff for the rest of the game for our Bleed Build Barbarian.
With haste.
I was just thinking, well, I suppose I could come back and make another sacrifice, but we kind of killed everybody, didn't we? Oh, well. That guy does have his weapon down here, but it doesn't even look that cool. Also in the cutscene, wasn't it like sparking? I have another new idea for our new friend. I'm going to send him over to Withers to be respect really fast. Where is Withers? I'd like to respec our new friend. That's another 100 gold invested in this guy. But I have a plan. He's going to be a druid. That's the whole plan. He's going to be a druid. He's going to level up and continue to be a druid. Right, now he is a level 5 druid from the Underdark. Not that that matters. And we're going to use all of his spell slots every single day to make good berries. And these good berries can be eaten by our party to save on camp supplies. This was a really long, drawn-out way of making extra food. Wait, good berries don't okay, good. Oh my goodness, I was about to get worried. So a level 5 druid is able to make half of our food per day, and he's barely using any spell slots. As this guy continues to level up, he's going to be our food vending machine. And then I don't have to pick up all of these camp supplies all of the time. Was that my original plan for this dude? No. But at least he has a purpose in life.
I've come to sate you and be sated.
Good!
I lead, you follow.
Good! I am ready. Dungan is ready.
So you think. Let's see if you're right.
I think I was ready. I think we did it. What a night of passion. Wait, what? Dungan's dreaming!
Gith train relentlessly. We know our bodies inside and out.
Nice. Wait, where are we? Everyone else is in the Underdark. Did we leave? We went back to the surface?
Let me show you. Close your eyes and submit.
Immediately. Yes, close your eyes right away. Take a little peek, Dungan. You could sneak a peek. She won't know.
A pause, and then the flicker of a tongue across your neck.
Wait, is she like a reptile? Dungan's into that.
Open.
What?
Taste.
Oh, okay. Do as she asks.
You are a lapdog. Lay sails to command. Never has domination tasted so good and felt so freeing. You awake in pain.
Ugh.
Your back, your hands, even your tongue ache.
Hard workout, Dungan.
It's time I return to my bunk.
No, don't get too attached. It'll freak her out. Good night.
Every breath, every blink proves exhausting. Perhaps the morning will bring relief.
Some Dungan butt for you. Oh, God. All right, at least we're not debuffed. That's a good thing. And I suppose I don't need my druid for the day. He can stay here.
Curious. I drained you dry, yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again.
I really love that Dungan is just the ladies' man of the group. All right, I need you to come with me.
It is done.
Fantastic. Well, some of those bonus activities were more successful than others. It's time to get into the meat of today's episode. We are leaving the first map of the video game and heading towards the Creche. The Rosimorn Monastery. I remember being absolutely blown away by this area the first time we saw it. We spent episodes, like 3 or 4, exploring this place on our first playthrough. I think we're going to be much more efficient this time. There are a lot of... Whoa, wait, what?
Those markings. Tirsu's script scratched in the ground. As I expected. A creche must be nested in the temple below.
Sounds
We
great.
must go there at once.
I agree. Let's do it.
Very well. But if we stray too far that our chance is lost, I'll make my way there alone.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that, Lae'zel. We're all going to the same place. Now, if we venture too far to the west, there are some undead, which I think my party can kill at this point. I think we can knock them out. But there's no reason to take any risks. Remember, this is honor mode. If I die, we lose our save file. The most important thing for us to do first is talk to Lady Esther over here.
A friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted.
Oh my
Look
goodness.
over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
It's not little or wretched. It looks like a temple.
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki.
We got one right
Brutish
here.
and rude by your wretched standards, but stupid.
Ka-cha!
Chucky.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But it was built on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks. I'd call it a murderous training camp.
Acutely observed on both counts.
Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient.
Well, I could see why they wanted to kill you if you were trying to take their young. We've done this quest before. It is definitely an interesting one. But this vendor also seems to sell, let me see if I can find it, the Winter's Clutches for 357 gold. We can add this to our arsenal. Now, this is for my build for Minthara when she does eventually get added into our party. When the wearer deals cold damage, inflict 2 turns of encrusted with frost. It's all coming together. On top of that, there is the graceful cloth. It is 2,000 gold, though. I don't know if I want to spend that much, but I mean, we have 5 grand, so let's not be greedy. That 2,000 gold is going to be very much worth it, and I'll show you why right now. Oh, God, that was a big pill to swallow. Okay, I told her I wasn't getting involved because that's just a recipe for disaster if we get Lae'zel mad at us right now. The chess piece is going to go to Astarion. See his AC of 17. We should see it go up, and that is just because he has more dexterity now than he did before. If we check his character sheet, what is he at? He's at 16 con, 16 strength, and 16 dexterity now. So that's a pretty decent AC. Can we turn this wheel?
Next time's the charm.
I'm not very strong, but I can enlarge to give myself advantage. That's one of my racial abilities. Is that enough? No, it's not. Even though I'm a very big Duergar right now, I can't spin this thing. Let's see if Astarion can do it. He is, of course, just naturally strong. I will give him guidance as well, just for a little bit of extra oomph. I really doubt he's going to need it. He, in fact, did. This is not required. All this does is get the elevator coming our way. We could easily walk down. I say easily, I don't want to do it. But you can walk down the countryside here to make your way to the front of the monastery. But this is just the much more simple way of doing that. Beautiful. I'm so upset. Well, since Dungan got left, here's what I'm going to do. Astarion is going to jump ahead of the group. He takes less falling damage, don't you worry. And we're going to grab the ancient sigil circle. That way, we can group my whole party together again and just teleport over here. I believe there is a cutscene that plays in the front of the monastery if we approach from this direction. And it does definitely set the scene.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Ooh.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the Kresh on high alert.
Very much so. Very much so. Now, the front door is locked by a lever, so we're not going to be able to enter from there.
Might find something useful.
Does this person have anything on their body? I really doubt it. We could sell that at the very least. We could break through this window here. That would be a decent option. But if I make my way up to the roof, there is an item for Shadowheart that I would very much like to have. Let's see if I can remember how to navigate over to it. Everyone else should be following me right now. Now, the room below us is full of enemies. Oh, shit. I guess this one is too. Uh-oh. I forgot about these guys. These are Grimishkas. They have a magic allergy. Allergic to magic. If a spell or cantrip is cast close to the Grimishka, it might react to the magic and trigger a random effect. I wonder how that works for Swirly Whirlies. I am going to run out of the room and cast our, where is it? Cast a level 3 Spirit Guardians on Shadowheart with, of course, radiant damage. I think that's far enough away that it won't cause any bad effects, but let's go ahead and end her turn right there and see how this plays out. We should see a lot of these little critters start to rush towards Shadowheart, and that is exactly what we do see. Lae'zel's a bit far away. She's going to jump down into the doorway and start firing off shots from her bow, dealing 3 damage to the little critters inside of the room. Dungan is going to... I think we just shoot these guys. No reason to be complicated. 18 damage does take down 1 of the Grimeshkas. Now, Lae'zel's going to end her turn as more of the Grimeshkas continue to run forward. Astarion is our only person on the front line right now, but I think he's the right person for the job, too. I think he's going to be A-okay. It looks like some of the Grimeshkas are trying to get around the other way because they can't figure out this side. We're going to rage! Then with that rage, we are going to use Tiger's Bloodlust. This is going to allow us to cleave a wide number of these Grimishkas in front of us. Let's hit 3 recklessly. Looks like we only connected with 1, maybe 2, actually. And then go for another swing here in front of Shadowheart, taking down a few of these would-be targets. Now, unfortunately, that does not give me... Maybe it did give me a Great Weapon Master proc, and I just happened to use my bonus action already. So Spirit Guardians does come in and deal damage. We feel great about that. We could also choose to sprint here and potentially try to make our way over to these other ones, if I can. There is going to be attack of opportunity from these guys as we move around, but the radiating orbs are giving them a lesser chance of being able to hit me. So it means that, perfect, I can move around relatively safely in most situations. We've given the Grimishkas on the far side of the room a new target to attack. That is going to be Shadowheart. Meanwhile, Dungan moves up and tries to end the life of another one of these small critters in front of him. Lae'zel pulls out her gigantic weapon and takes off the head of the critter, then leaps to the far side of the room. Actually, she's totally out of movement, so I guess she's standing right there. The Grimishkas move forward towards Shadowheart, taking 18 damage and 11 damage as they enter the area. This one would have hit her, but a warding flare. Oh my god, they do actually hit Shadowheart. She actually took damage. Astarion sees that happen and leaps forward into the room for another one of his gigantic cleaves, where he takes down all of the would-be critters, and our party levels up. Let me loot everything on Astarion really fast. I don't know if these guys have anything really even worth looting. I guess they're tails. We could sell them. There is a door on the western wall in this very room. I'm just going to slice that down and break it, and then use this room as a means of getting to the roof if I can. We'll see if the rest of the party is able to path up here. Obviously, Lae'zel had no problem at all. If everyone else is stuck down beneath us, we could figure that out. My main concern is if Dungan and Shadowheart try to find some weird path to get up here, and then that doesn't work out very well. I think that could be bad. I've always had this question. Why is there an ancient Githyanki warrior here that's been dead and turned into bones if the Githyanki just recently moved into this place? Because they haven't been in our plane for a long time, right? Or am I wrong about that? Is that the piece of the puzzle that I'm missing? I'm really not sure. There are some birds in front of us. Astarion's going to use his fire bolt to burn away some of the magical roots here. Oh, shit. I was hoping I might be able to sneak by these guys, but we're going to need the whole party. I'm going to attempt to have a bit easier of a time getting up to the top by stacking up some boxes here. Then, ideally, I could climb onto the boxes and then jump onto this ledge. And then, please, yes, okay, we did it. I suppose we should level up really fast since we're about to do a combat encounter anyway. We become a level 6 Bard. With that, we finally have an extra attack on Dungan. Oh my god, we have been waiting forever for that. We're also going to pick up Hypnotic Pattern here, which we're going to use to control a lot of our enemies in combat. We can swap out a spell here if we would like to. For instance, getting rid of Thunder Wave. We could then swap in something else, like Fear. Fear could be really good. But of course, my weapon is able to apply Fear on its own. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to swap anything. We'll keep it all for now. We gain the ability to improve our warding flare as Shadowheart hits level 6. We also gain a new Channel Divinity charge, so we can do that big AoE of hers twice. Astarion becomes a level 6 Barbarian. I could change my heart, but we don't want to. We're going to stay Tiger Heart. But now we get to pick a new animal aspect. We are going to take the aspect of the Wolverine. It is going to allow us, when we attack a poisoned or bleeding target, to also maim them for 1 turn. I can already cause bleed every single attack for free. Lae'zel becomes the level 6 fighter, gains another feat. She already has Great Weapon Master. So we are going to take Savage Attacker. When making a melee weapon attack, you roll your damage dice twice and take the highest result. Now that Dungan has 2 attacks with a single weapon, we're going to swap back to the bow of the Banshee. He's not using his hand crossbows any longer. And remember, this bow has a chance to fear every single time it lands an attack. I am not going to wait for these eagles to talk to me. I'm going to start the fight because we need to make sure that we end the fight very quickly. That's very important here. Shadowheart is going to dash forward and take this horrible route around on the right where she immediately gets rooted. We're going to see Lae'zel jump in and run towards the currently not frightened eagle. Oh no, it's just out of range. Oh god. I could dash, then action surge, then do a tripping attack from melee. Hopefully knock this thing down. Oh, it still hasn't been knocked down. Well, not the best start I've ever seen. A cry for help does go out, and the eagle hasn't called in anyone else just yet. That gust didn't have the intended effect I think they were going for. We are going to jump up to the high ground with Dungan and fire off another arrow at the giant eagle that's already feared. Wait, why can't I shoot again? Oh, because I already did one part of my action to start combat. That's right. That's right. That makes sense. Astarion is going to leap up to the high ground as well. And if he could, I was going to pick up this eagle and throw it. Instead, we are relentlessly attacking and we take it down in a single swing. Now Astarion moves for the other giant eagle and that swing connected cleanly. Can we finish this off before more reinforcements come our way? Shadowheart's going to move up to the high ground and do a level 2 Scorching Ray on the giant eagle. That did good damage. Now Lae'zel on her turn is going to swing. We took it down before more reinforcements arrived. There's also a ceremonial warhammer in the nest of these eagles that we need for another puzzle here inside of the monastery. Astarion's rooted. Oh my god. You can just burn them all. Please just burn them all. The main reason we wanted to come up here, and I'm just going to have Astarion do it because it's easier and he can jump the furthest. If we hop across this way and then hop across this way, I thought... Maybe it's over in the corner? Yeah, it's over in the corner. There is a chest on the roof of the monastery. This chest contains a very special item that we can use for Shadowheart for at least a little while. This is the Holy Lance Helm. Creatures who miss their attack rolls against the wearer must make a dexterity saving throw or take radiant damage. We'll go ahead and send that over to her, and she can just equip that. With her radiating orbs, she is, of course, lowering the chances for enemies to land attacks on her anyway. Keep in mind, if enemies miss, they're going to be sent reeling, and now they might even take bonus damage. That bonus damage is radiant damage, which means it can apply even more radiating orbs. Very cool synergy. I probably will swap off that helmet by the end of the game, but we'll definitely get a few hours of use out of it here. Now, if we gather our party again and make our way down these knotted vines, I should be able to take you to yet another item we're going to be using for our character builds. This time we're going to make our way through this door. Oh, we could do this really fast. There's a crumbling wall here. I like how it says my target's too far away. Yeah, I want you to get closer to it, dipshit. That's what I want you to do when I tell you to attack something. Let's take the ceremonial warhammer. I think we need blunt damage for this. And we will break this wall down, boys. The wall has been dealt with. Inside this circle that is guarded by a guardian of faith, we will find a ceremonial battle axe. It is protecting that item. Dungan can just do this outside of this guy's range, so I'm just going to attack him until he's dead. That's the plan. This guy doesn't move or anything. And 27 damage on a critical hit. That's fantastic. I don't have a high chance of hitting him, but I'll just sit here until I do. All right. Easy peasy, and just like that, we made it through. The ceremonial battle axe goes into our bag, and I'll show you where to use that soon. Maybe we'll do that next step. No, we should probably do it this episode. We should probably do most of the monastery stuff this episode, huh? All right. We make our way down from the roof and towards... Stand your ground, keep them busy. Oh, yeah, there's a talking head over there. I was like, wait a minute, I shouldn't be able to hear any combat from here. There is a barricade stopping our way through, but a few well-placed arrows into the right spots brings that barricade falling down. And from the door on the northern side, we can finally enter the main chamber of the monastery.
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
It seems as though Shadowheart's artifact is not happy to be here. There's a potion of mind reading on the left, a scroll of gust of wind over there, and a lever that opens up that front door that we couldn't have opened earlier.
They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
There's a necklace I need that's in a display case, and I kind of thought it was one of these two display cases. But I suppose it isn't. That means the item we're looking for is even deeper inside of this creche than I thought. What we're gonna do before we head into the creche proper, and what we're probably gonna wrap up this video with, is hanging out with the kobolds over here. This room is overflowing with them. A single shot takes them down. However, I've always wanted to do this. We're gonna have Astarion break off. He's gonna go in first. And we're going to be very careful about what we interact with. For instance, I want this barrel right here. Do you know why I want this barrel? Because it gulped. Let's just pick it up. What's funny is, oh, this might just be a regular barrel. The barrels with enemies inside of it somehow are actually lighter. Critical hit. One hit kill. One hit kill. Sneak back down. I could just assassinate all the guys that are asleep, and that would actually open up the room quite a lot. There are a few patrols moving around, but that's another crit. Get down. Oh, fuck, they're looking for me. Turn base mode. Turn base mode. Turn base mode. Go. Oh, that one right there. This one's coming with me. Okay, we've been seen. So much for my master plan. I do think Astarion can deal with this room on his own, believe it or not. So I'm not going to react. He took 5 damage there, but all he's going to do is rage. Then use his tiger's bloodlust to cleave through as many enemies as he can. The whole shtick here is that these guys are going to try to overwhelm you with numbers. Astarion thrives in that situation. He takes down enemies in large groups. That's his thing. That's what his build is all about. More of the kobolds start to make their way in, but it looks like they might have ranged attacks, throwing stones at our dear Astarion instead of going down there and dealing with him with their weapons. That is going to make things slightly harder. I like how every single attack, they're like, are you sure you don't want to help him? That 18 AC of his sure isn't allowing too many of these attacks to miss. Oh God, fire now spreading through the entire room. I hope they're not breaking my barrels. That's the entire reason I wanted to come in here. All right, we're gonna get a little help from Dungan just because he does some big boy damage now. So Dungan's going to sneak into the room and fire off a shot from his bow up onto the high ground. That, unfortunately, misses. Astarion on his turn is going to swing at the kobold in front of him, taking them down in a single go. Now goes for the other on the far side of the room, taking them down in a single go. If he can leap up here and do it, he's going to. I can't swing again because jumping up was my bonus action, but we are in range of both of these guys now, and we might get some good attack of opportunities. They're choosing to throw stones at point-blank range. Dungan did dodge that attack. Man, I do think they broke those barrels. I wanted to bring those with me. The idea of surrounding an enemy with barrels that have kobolds inside of them and then breaking all the barrels at one time is hilarious. Dungan does pick up a kill on the high ground, fires off another shot onto the kobold inventor, and takes them down in a single blow as well. Now the kobold looter begins to run up to the high ground to get to Astarion. He's surrounded by 3. He's just going to use his tiger attack to try to cleave through as many of these guys in a single swoop as he can. Now turning to the side to do it again. He's just wiping them out around each and every turn. And that Great Weapon Master's swing allows him to end the life of yet another kobold. This is the final one, and he's taking the long route up. Wait, can he actually get to Astarion? Look at that movement. That's nuts. I did take more damage here than I thought. To be totally honest with you, I thought I was just going to kind of cruise around here in stealth. But don't you worry, that's just one short rest. That's all we need to make up for that. Okay, you see how this one said slurp? That's the barrel we want. That's the barrel we want. I do think there is a weight difference. I don't think I was making that up. This one's 20 pounds. This one's slurped. Okay, so there's one in here. We'll take this. Pick up. I think a normal barrel is 40 pounds, which doesn't make any sense on why these are lighter when they have a creature inside of them. Yeah, this one's 80 pounds. That's not a barrel we want. That's so funny that I could just check it like that. Oh yeah, we're keeping that one. Well, team, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. We hit level 6, got a massive power spike for Dungan, found a few odds and ends inside of the monastery that we need to succeed. But the Creche itself has a ton more upgrades inside of it, and we'll be venturing into that in the very next episode. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Next episode's coming out Wednesday, I promise. I'll see you guys then.